From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
When it's more than just your lawn, it deserves the Kubota Z400. When you need a head-turning offer on class-leading speed, agility, durability, simple deck height adjustments, and a professional-grade cut, then you need the Kubota Z400 mower. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 48 months or save $300.
Tractors, trailers, rentals.
You do it all, we do it local.
Good morning, everyone. Hoping you're having a good Labor Day off. Of course, I'm working here, but no coffee with Kruger this morning in case you are watching here. But I will be back Tuesday morning for your live Coffee with Kruger Interactive The Works. All right, let's get you through Kruger's quick cast this morning as we head out the door this morning. And, you know, it is getting a little bit warmer over the next few days. But today, you know, we talk about this peak of the cooling trend. That is today. After today, though, temperatures will start to increase. So, yes, we are starting off cool in some spots. Some low clouds, some patchy fog along the north coast, but, you know, beautiful day out there for many of you yesterday. I think we'd be looking at a repeat of that again here for today. So again, you can see this morning some of that patchy fog that we are seeing here. As we go into the noon hour, it's beginning to kind of break apart. So through the morning, much like yesterday, it starts to kind of clear out. And then we do expect it to kind of clear out again here for this afternoon as well. And looks like maybe some fog returning for some as we go into tonight and once again even into early tomorrow morning. But even tomorrow, not looking all that bad either here along the coast. Otherwise, it's sunny elsewhere. Temperatures around 90, especially for the north end of the valley. But, you know, maybe some upper 80s for places like Chico and Oroville, not to mention Willows. We are looking at 70s, even some 80s for the higher elevations and low to mid 60s out along the coast here for today. All right, let's take a look at your 7-day outlook for this Labor Day. And yeah, temperatures, look at this. I mean, 88 for Chico, 90 Red Bluff, 91 in Redding. Can't beat that for this time of the year. Oh, yes, but we got another heat wave heading our way here through this week. It looks like it'll peak sometime around Thursday, but then temperatures should start to drop again going into Friday and even into this upcoming weekend. For the coast, even looking at some 70-degree readings here, possibly as early as tomorrow into your Wednesday. Temperatures increasing. Now look at this. Looks like the mountain, and I'm getting what we call a broad brush forecast, calling for a chance for thunderstorms here in the mountains in general, including the inland areas here for Friday and Saturday. That's what it's looking like for now, at least the most amount of instability. That will include Siskiyou County, Modoc County, and the eastern mountains. Now, that doesn't mean everybody's going to see it. It's not going to be very widespread. It'll be kind of few and far between, but it is certainly something worth watching here as we get to the end of the week. All right, that is your quick cast. Now let's get into a deeper dive forecast, and this is where we kind of go into more detail. And of course, we can take a look at what we've got with our weather headlines. Not as hot to wrap up your Labor Day weekend. So yeah, I mean, it's not going to be a bad day out there. Maybe that last minute hike before we got to get out to work here, or the kids, of course, going back to school on Tuesday. Warming back up to the triple digits this week. Not as hot this weekend. And then maybe that chance for showers and thunderstorms I was talking about here for Friday, Saturday, mainly in the mountains here. So that's what we're looking at here as we kind of look at the long range. Quick look at the fires, latest coming in from the Park Fire. Look at that, up at 97% containment as of last night. Again, keep in mind, as I'm recording this, a lot of times within an hour or two after I record it, we see these numbers change. A lot of times for the better, but they change nonetheless. And there you can see out towards the Boise Fire, now up to 12,911 acres, but it's 65% containment. And there you can see the latest containment lines here. It's mainly the east side of the fire where we don't have that containment here at this point. All right, we still have some fire weather watches to tell you about, mainly this red flag warning for Modoc County, Lassen County, and eastern Lassen County. This is mainly going to be for the gusty winds and the very dry conditions, starting around the late morning hours through about 8 o'clock tonight. So let's take a look at the fire potential as well, coming in from another resource, indicating that yes, we're looking at the areas of orange where we have the highest potential due to those gusty winds, and not to mention very dry conditions as well. So we look at the winds, and there they are. See the stronger winds. Essentially what we have is this area of low pressure spinning off to our east, and they're moving up the mountains but then back down, and that's when you really start to see those winds begin to kind of ramp up here, close to 30 mile per hour gusts here, maybe even higher as we go through this afternoon. But the good news is the winds will die down by tomorrow morning and even tomorrow afternoon. So this is mainly just going to be today that we got to really deal with those winds. Now on top of that, it's also very dry. We're still in those lower teens, if you will, for the valley, and that's pretty much the case here as you head off in the eastern mountains as well. Taking you into your Tuesday, yes, the winds are dying down, but we still have that hot and dry air that's returning back to Northern California. So the fire weather risk does have us in that low to moderate category here for the valley, but it does get higher heading off into the eastern mountains. And then taking you into your Tuesday, kind of the same situation, although looks like some slightly higher fire weather risk here for the valley, simply because it is warming up. And not to mention even getting drier. Did see a few thunderstorms last night out towards Modoc County and of course some of the eastern mountains as well, extreme east. But that's since then moved on out of here. I don't expect that to return here for today. But we look at Futurecast and you can see as we go into 5 p.m. Look at that, even the coast seeing some clearing here this afternoon, but plenty of sunshine and not much in the way of those afternoon, what we call fair weather cumulus clouds developing here. That's the case here for your Monday. We take you into your Tuesday, some of that fog developing again late tonight in some areas here, but otherwise just another gorgeous day even for the coast as those temperatures even for the coast do start to increase. Plenty of sunshine elsewhere. Now we keep it dry through this week, but as early as Friday, looking at the potential for some moisture kind of moving in and some instability. Now, again, I'm what we call a broad brush forecast because even though the forecast model not picking up anything here for Trinity County, Western Siskiyou, or even some of the inland areas, I'm just kind of broad brushing all of the mountain locations, seeing a chance for showers and thunderstorms Friday, then again on Saturday, and then it looks like that all kind of moves out here by the second half of this upcoming weekend and into early next week. But you get the idea. We could be looking at that potential, and that's something we really have to pay attention to as we get closer to the end of this week because we don't want to really deal with those lightning strikes, but that may be something we'll have to kind of watch closely here. Still that roller coaster ride with those temperatures as, yes, we've dropped the temperatures down, and we'll see that here for today with that very weak trough of low pressure, more mild air associated with it, pushing the heat to our east. That's something I've been talking about even since last week. But that warmer air, that more area of low pressure is moving out. Heat will expand coming in from the west. That'll allow our temperatures to ramp back up here through at least the middle of next week, probably peaking around Thursday with that heat. And then going into the end of the week, we take you into your Friday right here. You can see another weak trough of low pressure, more mild air associated with it. And what happens? Yes, our temperatures start to drop again. This one, not quite as mild as the one that's moving through now. So temperatures, yes, they will drop a little bit here, but it will still be on the warm side. Now, we still have a bubble of heat down to our south and east, but the good thing is, at least the latest forecast models are taking this area of low pressure and cooler air associated with it, moving closer to us by next Monday and Tuesday. The main impact will be cooler air, temperatures dropping as we go into early next week, and keeping that bubble of heat down to our south and east, and we don't warm up as much. So it looks like we're kind of really warming up this week, but a nice drop in our temperatures going into the weekend, and especially, at least at this point, early next week. And looking at that long range, we're kind of pushing that biggest heat off to our east. We're getting that category here where we're just, kind of barely within that above normal category here. So still keeping those temperatures fairly warm. But there you can see, peaking around Thursday, dropping, and we'll most likely, by the time we do get into around Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, we're dropping down the low to mid 90s for those daytime highs in the Redding area. So again, a nice little dip in our temperatures here for next week. Yes, we just got to get through the next, got to get through this week, but maybe some cooler temperatures to look forward to for next week. We take a look at those wave heights for today. They're going to be fairly low. Looks like they are increasing though. Going into your Tuesday, may start to hear of some marine advisories, maybe a small craft advisory, for example, in the next 24 hours, but none as of today. There you can see those winds from the northwest at 5 knots, waves from the northwest at 3 feet at 9 seconds, also from the northwest at 3 feet at 14 seconds. All right, let's go and take a look at your Trinity County neighborhood forecast, and not a bad day out there. Look at the Highway 299 corridor there, looking at temperatures in the mid 80s, give or take. Boy, I was traveling from the coast on Sunday, and at one point my car thermometer was showing about 99 degrees in Trinity County. probably not that hot, but yeah, it's nice to see this nice dip in those temperatures. A lot of people out there in Trinity River enjoying those rapids, so it should be a good day for that as well. Taking a look at your coast, 7-day forecast, yeah, temperatures actually get a little bit warmer there as well, in this most likely even some low 70s here Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe even your Thursday. We take you up to the north, and the inland areas are also seeing that warming trend, probably peaking somewhere around Wednesday, Thursday, and then slowly dropping. Now again, I've included the chance for thunderstorms on Friday, Saturday, but at this point I wouldn't count on much. I think a lot of it will be to the east of Del Norte and Humboldt counties, but Siskiyou County, Friday, Saturday, you've got that chance for showers, thunderstorms. It's warming up, peaking Thursday, back down to the 80s by Saturday and Sunday. Your Modoc County neighborhood forecast, also that chance for showers and thunderstorms Friday, Saturday. Otherwise, we do have that warming trend going through this week. Take you off into the eastern mountains. Yes, a chance for showers and thunderstorms here for Friday, Saturday, warming up, dropping back down. That's the overall trend. And when we look at the valley, yeah, I mean, hard to believe we're talking about, that's not August anymore, it's September. Hard to believe we're even talking about September temperatures. I mean, in the mid to upper 80s for those daytime highs, but yes, it's going back up. There's that peak on Thursday, back down into the 90s by this upcoming weekend. 90 for a high today in the city of Shasta Lake, 86 for Lakehead, and Redding topping out at about 91 degrees. So let's take a look at that 7-day outlook for Redding. Temperatures will peak on Thursday, just pretty much like everyone else, and then temperatures dropping down. Still about 100 degrees on Saturday, but upper 90s by Sunday. That is your Monday morning update. I'll, of course, be back here at noon for your latest forecast.
We're the locals down the street. The neighbor you come to for advice. A nest egg for the golden years. A loan or a new account for that growing business. What started in Chico 50 years ago has taken us all around California, providing big bank lending power and high-tech service, while keeping our relationships personal. We're still the locals down the street, no matter where your street might be. Tri-Counties Bank, California's local bank.